Hello everyone and welcome to Metroid. I am very excited actually. I've been wanting to play this for a while. Well, replay it. I've played it so many times. This is a 2004 Game Boy Advance remake, or reimagining if you will, of the 1986 classic Metroid for the Nintendo Entertainment System Famicom if you're in Japan. Now, I would have been 2 in '86, so I definitely didn't play the original when it came out. But I did play it in the '90s, and I loved it. Didn't finish it, though. Yeah, not a kid with a lot of patience. Didn't finish a lot of NES games, but I played them. I bought them and played them. Well, I bought a few. Or I should say my parents bought a few. My uncle gave me a stack of NES cartridges, though, one time. And then I collected one or two here and there over the years. And eventually when I became older, teen years and whatnot, I started a game collection where I would obviously utilize the internet and buy a lot. But I never did finish Metroid, and I've always kind of wanted to go back and do that. But Nintendo dumped this little gem in my lap, which is fine by me. I guess I really wanted to give people who didn't play the original or have access to the original a chance to shoot through it. And that's fine too. It updates the original telling of the original game. Gives it kind of a Metroid Prime feel to it, you know? Because it's built for the same system that Fusion is on. And Fusion was the last game in the series that we got. I think Fusion is Metroid 4. Metroid 2 is on the Game Boy. Super Metroid was on the Super Nintendo. That was 3. And then the Prime games are spin-offs with subtitles, just like Other M was a spin-off. Hunters was a spin-off. They're all canon to Metroid, but they're not part of the main numbered series that you need to play through to get the full story. Metroid, like most of the Nintendo IPs, is almost cut and paste each time that you get a new entry. I would say one of the few franchises that follows this would probably be Mario. There are plenty of Mario games that are similar, but with each Mario they've tried to introduce something new or do something different. Sometimes people love it, sometimes people hate it. Like Mario Sunshine comes to mind. I loved Sunshine a lot. I thought it was probably one of the best games ever made. A lot of people didn't like the Flood or the Flood backpack that Mario wore. But you know what? Didn't bother me. Oh snap, we're getting got. We're in the corner. Now, I don't do very well with video games. I don't play games well. I've been playing games my entire life. Still not that skilled, but I'll try my best. I've finished this game plenty of times though, so I'm fairly confident we can get through this. Thanks for the refill, Chozo Statue. Now, I don't know where every energy tank is. I don't know where every missile upgrade is. Sorry. But I do know where all the main upgrades to the suit and everything are that we need to progress. Haha, we have long beam. And I still want to take the generic way down. Haha. Alright. So in the original game, you know, being limited on graphical power, a lot of the tunnels and whatnot just kind of look the same. Wait, we need to go down. Yeah. But in this game, you kind of get a natural feel for where everything is, and the different tunnels and whatnot feel just like different tunnels and whatnot. So you don't get as lost as you did in the NES version. Now we have missiles. Each Metroid game is a standard progression where you start the game off as Samus's default position, which is usually just an arm cannon and a basic power suit. And over time, you become basically a one-woman army. Of course, you didn't know Samus was a lady in the original game until the end, which I'm not sexist in any way, you know. I think women are just as capable as men, equally important, equal everything. So yeah, I like to see women in video games, but I get that there's a dialogue that's being had, you know. A lot of women feel that video game protagonists, just women in games in general, are over-sexualized or they're not being respected. I don't want to get into any of that, because Samus is one of my favorite characters and she's a girl. Ah, come on. There you go. These bugs are following her. Let's see, there should be a missile. Yes. Oh no. Ha. See, if you walk too close, they come after you. Thank you. But if you stand far enough away, you can just shoot like crazy. Take their nest down. There's nothing they can do about it. Pow. Alright. Anyone else want a piece of this? Nope. Alright. Oh man. I had to have a drink while she grabbed that energy tank. Let's see. Wait. What am I doing with my life? We have to go further. Push further. Because we don't have the bomb yet. Alright. Boop. Part of me feels like I was saying something earlier and just trailed off and forgot. Cool. Cute. Now we have a map of Brinstar. Not that I really need it at this point. Oh, one of the things I was going to point out and discuss earlier and then got totally sidetracked. Metroid Fusion and Metroid Zero Mission were the two Game Boy Advance entries for Metroid. You had one entry on the Super Nintendo, one on the Game Boy in '91, the one entry on the NES in '86, Prime for the GameCube in 2002, and I want to say Prime 2 for the GameCube in '04, correct me if I'm wrong, and then for the Wii, Prime 3 in '07, and then other M would have been something more along the lines of, I want to say 2009, I could be horribly wrong. I don't know the dates for Hunters or the pinball game, but you know, there you go. Then there's Federation Force, which is a game no one asked for or even wanted. That was just No, Nintendo. I feel like hitting them over the head with a paper and saying, no, bad, bad, Nintendo, bad. You peed on the rug with that one. No treat for you today, Nintendo. But, so far, like I said, a lot of Nintendo's IPs, and Metroid is no different from that. It's a copy and paste most of the time. Samus starts off with the basic suit, you have to run around and collect power-ups, and by the time you get to the end of the game, the bosses are usually unique, I give them that. The environments are always the best that the system that it's on can handle, and the music definitely adds to the atmosphere and kind of picks up where the graphics might be lacking in helping to build this huge, epic, adventurous, and sometimes at certain points in the game, downright unease feeling that really adds to the idea of her being on an adventure. And my ear is itching, so hold on just a moment. But all in all, I guess when it comes to Nintendo, people say, you know, they have a mentality of why fix what's not broken. And I guess, yeah, that's true. That works for them. But this day and age, we're going to need them to start shaking things up. And I think Nintendo would try to argue, hey, we did that with the Wii. We were thinking outside of the box, you know. And I'd say, yeah, you were. But the Wii U, there were so many things wrong there that didn't go the way that it should have went. So here we are now in 2017, at the end of 2017 even. And we have the Switch, which I just found out a day or two ago. I saw this on Twitter, and I don't know the details, but Game Freak said that they're going to switch up Pokemon. Now I don't know if they mean formulaic or the storytelling. I have no idea what they mean by that, and it could be that that's a misquote, you know, somebody's twisting their words. I don't know, I couldn't tell you, but I tell you this, I'm dying to play Mario Odyssey, and I'm gonna have to pick that up soon. And they did announce Metroid Prime 4, so that's gonna be great. In fact, stay awake long enough to play it. Yeah, I'm a bad yawner. I get plenty of sleep, and when I sit down at my desk to work, I just get real tired and begin to slouch and nod off, and I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm narcoleptic. Alright. So far, we've run around, collected quite a bit. So we should be good to go. Hey. Little punk. I'll tell you what though. Let's see if I can pull this off. No. Come on. Come on. Come on, Thomas. Rats. Well, we almost had it. If I wait just a little bit longer, we could just get up there real easy. But no, I want to do this now. I want missile upgrades. Ha ha ha. I knew I could do it if I tried. Oh boy, this is going to mean going in a big circle. Hey. Okay, enough playing around. Let's see, there should be one more missile that I can grab now. We'll go ahead and do that. Clickety-clack. Yeah, I apologize if you can hear the controller. But I do not have a really great sound setup. That's fine. That's cool. We're just folks hanging out, playing some Metroid. This is not a studio. This is not professional. Just me trying to reel back. Is reel the word I need to use? I'm trying to I'm trying to stop the depression that robs me of every experience in life. I got it bad with the depression issue. I learned yesterday of a thing called high functioning depression, which I didn't know existed. I just thought if you were depressed and you had to go see someone for it, doctor, psychologist, whatever, that you were just clinically depressed. But I didn't know that was a thing, high functioning. And like going down the list, I was like, this totally sounds like me. I think this is me. Yes, everything you're describing is me. So I definitely am going to make an appointment and see about that. Maybe it'll improve my quality of life, because at this point, it's not been great. And so I'm looking to try to do better and live a better life. That's my goal in 2018. It was supposed to be my goal in 2017, but 2017 has been horrible. Horrible at its best. So, what we're going to do is old Eric here is just going to focus on playing his games for now and trying to improve his quality of life so that I don't spiral out of control. Is there anything up there? I'll come back and check you later. Yep. So I says to Mabel, we'll finish this later. We are in Norfair. And before we go to the right and hit that save station... Oh, he took 2 shots. He took 2 shots and I didn't even realize. Whoa, he's going to take more than 2. Well, not to worry. We already have our little missile expansion. He can keep it. He wants that platform so bad. Sometimes I feel a little guilty coming through here just blasting everything, but then I remember, hey, I'm not the one doing it, Samus is. It still doesn't make me feel good about her murdering all these helpless little animals. And I get it, like, people really can't say anything because it's just a video game, and then 2, she's on an alien planet, and 2, everything here is extremely hostile, and it's kill or be killed. I get that. I get all of that. Because Metroid was heavily inspired by the Alien film franchise, which is also a really great franchise. First 2 movies were stupendous. I can't speak for the rest of the series. Boop. Uh-oh. Unknown item. Analysis inconclusive. Item incompatible with current suit. Well, you know what that means? We have a mystery on our hands. Why is it incompatible? You're gonna... There you go. Alright. I definitely know where all to go. Still have no idea where all the expansions are, but I know where all the upgrades are. Okay, now we can do this. Ha ha ha! That's going to make our mission a little easier. Well, this is happening. Okay. Guess we'll just climb up out of here. Who broke these statues? I love the Chozo. I'm already a big bird guy. I find birds fascinating. I think they're cool looking. But the fact that there's an avian race out there of highly intelligent beings who are technologically advanced, that's so cute. Well, we nailed it when it came to that jump. Alright. Psalmus, I think that's going to do it for us for today. You saved. You've healed up. And we're fully stocked on items and energy. So I think we're going to cut these fine folks loose. I will see you guys next time.